Here with Robert Whittaker ahead of UFC 298. Big fight coming up on Saturday. And this is, I think, the third time that you were scheduled to fight Paulo Costa, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of him? Because he's kind of a character, right? He's carrying around a secret juice. He's wearing the secret juice hat. Sometimes he gets injured. He pulls out. He's pulled out on you twice already. You know, he's withdrawn from fights. What do you make of this guy?
Like he's a good fighter. He knows how to fight. He's obviously a pretty good athlete as well. I think he's quite unprofessional. But other than that, I got nothing on him. I don't know who he is. When
you book a fight against him, like I said, this is the third time. Are you concerned at all? Like, is this fight really going to happen this time?
Oh, definitely. And like the UFC understands my concerns, and they accommodated me, like with Paulo Costa's track record. You have to, like, there are extra stipulations, right?
You want to give us a little hint on what those might be?
They just guaranteed me I was going to fight someone here.
Okay.
So like it's all good.
Is there like a backup fighter like lurking in the shadows that we don't know about?
I have no idea, but I've never really given it much thought. Like I'm here to fight, and I've seen him now. We're all good.
I mean, he looks fine, right? He doesn't look injured. He looks like he's in good shape, right? I mean, it seems like, knock on wood, everything's going to be fine for Saturday.
He's here. I'm here. We're fighting.
So this is a key fight, of course, in the middleweight division, not bantamweight. How important is this one for you? Because you're coming off the loss to Du Plessis. Obviously, this is another big contender fight.
Every fight in front of me is the most important fight I've ever had, and this is no different.
Because he is a guy that, like you've both fought for the title, you've been the champion. It's the top of the division type matchup. The division is looks a little bit different than it has, right? Because we got a new champion. Strickland was champion, now Du Plessis. Does it feel differently for you going into this one?
Oh, it doesn't feel any differently. Like it feels like a long time coming. It feels like our names have always been in conversation, and we've been matched up before, and we've been at the top of the game for so long that it was inevitable. And yeah, here we are. I feel like this is a fight that was coming.
You mentioned that, if the fight does happen, we know that he's a good fighter, right? He's a talented fighter. He's got skills. What does he represent as far as his skills and his strengths and his weaknesses as far as you go?
He's a big power puncher. He's obviously a phenomenal athlete, and he's a good fighter. He is, but I think he's most dangerous when he's pushing forward, when he's dictating the fight, when you let him bully you. And I don't intend to do that. I'm going to take the fight to him. I'm going to make him uncomfortable. I'm going to make him worry about what I'm bringing.
Last month was the middleweight title fight between Strickland and Du Plessis. What did you think of that fight? As someone who you've been in there with Du Plessis, you've been the champion.
I thought that was a very winnable fight for him. I was, honestly,
from Du Plessis.
From Du Plessis,
yeah.
I was impressed with his doggedness. His resilience to just stay in there, take shots, and he was hungry, man. He's a hungry guy. Good on him, honestly.
Do you you lost him, right? Do you root for him? Like, what is that mindset? Like, do you want him to be the champion? Do you want him to continue winning? Do you wish ill of him? Like, how do you process that?
Mate, I don't care about him. I don't care about him. I don't care about Sean. I don't care about Costa. Like, they mean nothing to me. I just want Costa to rock up there on Saturday.
They're just kind of names on the paper, guys in the cage.
Like,
and you go
what are they
them.
to me? They're just paychecks.
Fair point. Sean Strickland was obviously a very different UFC middleweight champion than Robert Whittaker was. What do you make of all of the rhetoric coming from him? And I mean, did it change a lot from when you were the champion as far as like the feel of what a champion means?
Oh mate, we've had errors. We've had out there champions before, and we'll have them again. It's just part of human nature. It's part of the sport.
Your former opponent, Israel Adesanya, he said he's going to take a break right after the loss to Strickland, but now he's kind of talking about maybe coming back. Well, what kind of advice would you give him? Because you at one point took a break as well. Did you not? What advice would you give Adesanya?
Mate, I have no advice to give him. like I don't care what he does. Stay out, stay in. I don't care.
Still a fight you want, or it doesn't matter?
It is what it is, sort of thing. Like, honestly, my focus goes sorry. It is what it is, sort of thing, right? I'm not looking past Costa. Costa brings a danger and a gravity that is very real. He's a dangerous guy, and he's an obstacle in my plans. I have to really invest everything I have right now into just smashing him.
Last thing, UFC 300 is coming up. There's no main event as of right now. If you could pick any possible main event, active fighter, retired fighter, Who would be like your fantasy matchup for that card?
I was asked this before, and I got no idea, to be honest. Like, you know what fight I want to see that won't happen, but it might, is John Jones and Aspinall.
Aspinall. That's a
I
great
want to see that fight. Like, I really want to see that fight. Interests the hell out of me. Not a lot of fights interest me because I don't watch them that much.
Because that's like the new generation versus the old generation, a little passing the torch type.
Well, and it's just, let's be honest, I just like watching John Jones fight, right? But Aspinall looked really good last fight. So, I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
Who'd win?
Mate, I don't know. I don't think John Jones can be beat, though. Like,
no one's ever done it.
Dude's an animal. Like, he's an animal, man.
Rob, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.